if you don't live inside of a cave, you've probably seen those beautiful and colorful tulip fields on Instagram. The tulips are probably some of the most recognizable symbols of the Netherlands, and there are some parts of the country where you can actually go there and visit those beautiful tulip fields that you see on Instagram, and we plan to do that today. When we were deciding which tulip fields to visit, we ended up choosing the fields of Lisse, because this is the most convenient for us. We live here in Amsterdam, and Lisse is not so far from Amsterdam. Lisse is a town where there are lots of tulip fields, but we are not going straight to Lisse. We are going to another town, and we are going to walk all the way from that town to Lisse to see all the tulip fields and other flower fields that we might find in the area. If you're planning to come to Amsterdam during spring, you have to go see the tulip fields. There is actually a very nice park called Keukenhof. The Keukenhof is one of the most beautiful spring gardens of the Netherlands. They actually have millions of tulips there. I've been there before 2 years ago, and I would love to go back to show you guys what is it like, but unfortunately because of the pandemonium the park is closed, but we can still visit all the other tulip fields that they have in the area. So I actually have to hurry now to go to the station, and I can wait to show you guys a little bit of the spring here in the Netherlands. So we are here at the station Amsterdam Sloterdijk waiting for our train to Hilegom. It should come in around like 8 minutes, so we decided to get some coffee at Starbucks. Yeah, and according to the itinerary, we have to go first to a city called Hilegom, and then from there we change to another one to the town that we need to go. And it should take us around 30 minutes to get there. So we just arrived here in the town of Hilegom, and we were thinking of getting a bike at the station and then just bike all the way through the tulip fields, but unfortunately we couldn't really see any bikes there. The station was quite small, but it's okay because we decided to just go walking. It's like a 1 hour walk from here to the next city, which is Lisse, and and all the way in between the cities we will see some beautiful tulip fields apparently. So apparently this is a really tiny town because we literally just walked one street and we are already on the city limits. And as we're reaching the city limits, we are already seeing some tulips here on the floor. I mean, they're not as exciting as the ones that we are gonna see in a minute, but it's already a nice preview of what is coming next. Yeah, so we are approaching now the first tulip fields. We've actually seen quite a lot of bikes around here. This is actually a nice tip for you guys. It's a really nice area to just go around with your bike, like to rent a bike or to bring your own bike. With the train it's possible, and then you can just go from town to town and see all the tulip fields.
Usually you can get them at the Keukenhof also, or you can go to some place and see online if you can already rent them, but we couldn't because everything was sold out already. You could actually just bike all the way from Amsterdam. It's only an hour and a half. So if you're up for it, you can do that.
Okay. So far we've been walking around 30 minutes and we start to see now the first flowers. Unfortunately they are not the tulips yet, but they are very pretty actually. These are the narcissus.
Yeah.
First things first, we need something to eat. So we brought here with us a few sandwiches because, well, there is no cafes or any restaurants here in this area, and even if there were, we are in lockdown, so we wouldn't be able to go anyway. So I highly recommend you to bring something with you as well, so you have enough fuel for the rest of the day. Basically we just walked out of the station on the other town. We walked straight and then turned left, and then you just walk straight and then you're already in the next town where the tulips are supposed to be. So after walking for 1 hour we finally found the area where they have the tulip fields, although we see a lot of fences here, so I'm not sure if we are actually allowed to go around it or to go close to them, but let's see. Well, we're here. But it doesn't say anything about the tulip fields. Like they should show where it is.
So let's see. We are here right now. Here's the Keukenhof, and then it should be like here. So we just have to keep walking this way, and then we should get there.
Okay. Okay, so we just arrived here in the area where the tulip fields are supposed to be. We just bumped into a couple who said that unfortunately there are not many tulips this year. If you guys watched my video, one of my previous videos where I talk about the change of weather seasons here in the Netherlands, you will see that it was snowing like a few days ago, right now in the middle of April, in the middle of the spring. And because of that, the tulips are kind of slow this year. And by the way, if you haven't watched that video yet, I'm gonna leave the link here. And you should definitely watch it, because we literally see like 4 seasons, like winter, spring, summer and autumn in just one day here in the Netherlands. That's the weather here. Now we found this beautiful field here with very colorful flowers. Unfortunately none of them are tulips, but we might be able to see tulips a little further there, so let's check it out. And by the way, if you want to take pictures with the tulip fields, you can, but I highly recommend you to first ask for permission, because actually these fields are private. Okay, so after walking for 1.5 hours, we finally found these tulip fields of red tulips. It smells so nice here, guys, you have no idea. Unfortunately, many of the tulips, especially over there, didn't come out yet. They are still growing. Well, we checked online and it said that the best time to come here to the tulip fields are during the month of April, because they start to bloom in the end of March and they stopped blooming in the beginning of May or middle of May. So April, end of April is apparently the best time to come here, and that's the time that we came here. But unfortunately, because of this crazy weather that we had this year, they are a little delayed. So it might be that they will actually bloom even more on the next weeks. If they do, we might come back, but I'm not sure yet. So now we have to walk a little bit more on that side and see if we can find some more tulip fields. Found this beautiful field of hyacinths over here, like purple hyacinths, and it smells so nice. So we just found another beautiful field of hyacinths. You see there is hyacinth here from different colors, also over there. Now we're going to take some pictures around here, and then we're going to continue our mission to find some more tulip fields. These fields you see over here are also supposed to be tulip fields, but of course they are not in bloom yet, unfortunately. But maybe you'll have better luck than we did. Okay, there is more tulips, but well, unfortunately this is what most of the tulip fields here in the area look like at the moment. So we tried to do our best to see the tulip fields, but unfortunately, as you could see, not many tulips are blooming at the moment, even though this is the right season to come here and to experience them. But I think we're gonna come back here next time with a bike, and next time hopefully there will be more tulips in the area. My advice to you, as I mentioned previously, is to come here between the end of March, beginning of May. But first of all, check if they're already blooming, because as you can see, like, this is the ideal time where they are blooming, but because of the changes of weather, it didn't really happen that much. So it's really important that you check that in advance, although we checked that in advance and we were just not very lucky with it, but it can happen. We are planning to come back here to see the tulips again next time with the bike, so we can go around the other fields as well. So if you want to follow on the adventures, be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I post videos here every week. Hit the like button so you can support my channel, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye!